God damn it. Please don't, man. I need this scholarship. I can't afford college. Please, man, my girl's here.
Oh, in his face! In his face! Hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. Thought that one was funny. Thought I'd start it off with that. I got some TikToks for you. You know they're all fake and made up.
So, MrBeast recently said that he wants to buy ad space on content creators' foreheads. A literal mark of the beast on people's foreheads for buying and selling. Now, to be fair, he's probably just joking, playing around, as he did ask KSI how much an ad on his forehead would be. But for those that don't know what I'm referring to, in the book of Revelation of the Bible, it's written that during the end of times, and I quote, "The second beast caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, so that no one could buy or sell unless they had the mark, the name of the beast or the number of its name." Beast, rich and poor, mark on the forehead, buy and sell. Am I just schizo-posting again? Now, I know MrBeast is well aware of the alleged conspiratorial allegations around his brand name and its connection to the beast in Revelation, which might just be a silly little online coincidence, but knowing that, why would he say this? Is he just trolling, leaning into the conspiracy allegations for another viral moment? Is he somehow not aware of the connection here? Or, I don't know, maybe some form of karmic retribution? Because this is just an oddly specific thing to say, and the timing of it all is just too much to ignore. But hey, I'm sure it's nothing. Awareness purposes only.
To pick on MrBeast like that small content creator just trying to do his best out there and make something of himself, I can't believe that they would think that just because he wants to, do that, put stuff right on your forehead and his name is MrBeast, that it has anything to do with anything. Some people are just lunatics these days.
You don't care about science? That's okay.
It says ex-Google CEO keeps talking up AI despite getting booed by graduates at ceremony. Say it was that said don't use AI in school.
Because AI is going to touch everything else as well. Whatever path you choose, AI will become part of how work is done.
Why do you guys think he looked a little smug there? I don't know. I feel like we could all probably equally hate this man and have no problems with that. I don't like hating on anyone, but when you see evil,
I know what many of you are feeling about that. I can hear you. There is a fear.
That's an honest face right there. That's a good man. You can tell. Look, he's smiling.
There is a fear in your generation that the future has already been written, that the machines are coming, that the jobs are evaporating, that the climate is breaking, that politics is fractured, and that you are inheriting a mess that you did not create. And I understand that fear. The question is not whether AI will shape the world. It will. The question is whether you will help shape artificial intelligence. We do not know. We do not know the precise contours of what this transformation will look like. But what we do know is it will require each of us to adapt in ways that we cannot yet anticipate. Because
I love this kind of speak when they just speak it to you like this. We don't know what it's going to do to you, but you're going to stay in line and you're going to have to change no matter what.
On balance, I am deeply optimistic, and I believe that you should be as well.
Optimistic. He is optimistic. Not about the future of these students, about the future of what he would want to be done. I'm not opinionated.
Here's what's happening. We're using a new AI system as our reader.
AI name reading goes wrong at graduation once again.
Yep.
And she doesn't look, pure evil. She just is passing along the message, Just get into the cage, please.
Yep. So that is a lesson learned for us.
Inez.
Either way, people are just hating on this AI stuff, and how disappointing would that be to graduate and have your name read off like that? I didn't even attend my graduation because I felt nothing. I felt absolutely nothing. I felt robbed after I graduated high school or from college, and I'm just like, this is stupid. This is what it was, dude. I was duped the whole time, and then come to find out several years later that I could probably watch basically for the core of my experience of what I needed to learn as a forest management major. I could have watched basically, there was at least one video that it was 4 hours long that summed up basically my whole educational career. And I'm like, wow, if I just watched a couple ads, I could have done that for free. So it's oh. Oh, oh, hey, oh, 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 hey, yeah, hey, oh, 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 yeah, oh, 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 oh. Watching him just drag it off makes it more dystopian, doesn't it? Right? You're kind of into it for at first. They got clothes on, so you can kind of get down with it. It's Michael Jackson. Ooh, everyone knows that. So that's something that can pacify our insides. But that stuff's dystopian. That's what's gonna replace your job. Replace your job. You do not have a job no more. Oh, ba ba.
It is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
I'm not going to yell now. Of course not. That is a warm hoodie.
Yeah, no, it's a thick hoodie. It's a company hoodie. We print our mission on the inside.
What? Oh my
really?
God, the inside of the hoodie, everybody. Take a look. What is it? Making the
world more open and connected.
Oh my God, it's like a secret vault. Look at that, making the world open and connected.
Oh, secret cult.
Platform and this weird symbol in the middle that is probably for the Illuminati.
Oh, rich.
It's kind of a scary time for me because of something that happened when I was about 7 years old. I was trying to get to sleep. I was in my bed, and I was thinking, this is Christmas. I was so excited I couldn't sleep. Right? Santa's coming. Then I heard something on the roof. I heard clomping around on the roof. I heard little tiny footsteps. I'm thinking, the footsteps of elves. Of course, it wasn't. It was the footsteps of tiny aliens, grays, I guess they call them in the UFO community. I was taken aboard a ship and subjected to several very, very painful experiments. and I have physical evidence to prove it.
You mean you can prove that you were on? Because that seems.
I was marked by the aliens. I'm not kidding around here. I was marked by aliens. Can we get the camera to zoom in? I want to show you. You see that right there?
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh.
That is their mark. I'm sorry, Jay.
No,
I'm sorry.
I could see that how that would affect your kryptonite.
I made that whole thing up.
What?
I'm sorry. I guess I just wanted to seem interesting. I guess there's a real danger of that on this show.
There's a pressure.
Well, yeah. People come out and they've run out of anecdotes, and they just start making stuff up.
Yeah.
Like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Yeah.
Man, and they're buying it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
On a Santa-related news, I know what the AI data centers are for. I already said it. They're for Santa. They're for Santa. He needs to collect our information. It's really hard to keep track of everybody's wants and needs because everyone's so getting out of control with their wants and needs, and it's very difficult to keep track of that. And we got these data centers, which are not just data centers, they're also elf factories, and that's where all the presents are made. They're trying to keep it secret because if the kids were to find out, just think Christmas would be ruined, and you don't want to ruin Christmas. So don't ruin Christmas.
How many things in your life beep? Think about this. You get in the car today. How many times does it beep? It beeps when you open the door. It beeps if you don't put on your seatbelt. It beeps when you do anything.
The beeps help me sleep.
Oh, you're getting a little close to the car to the right. It beeps. Think about your washer machine. It beeps when you open the door. It beeps when you close the door. It beeps when you turn it on. It beeps when you turn it off. Think about how everything is beeping, 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 beeping. This is just one sound technique that's designed to control your brain, to put you in a controlling state. Really? How do you train a dog? They have a clicker. You make the sound, click, and then you give the dog a treat. And the dog connects the sound of the click with the treat, or the sound of the click with the penalty. And then it learns. You are controlling the animal. The elites are doing the same thing. And that's just one sound technique. There are dozens that are being used. Example, you're in your house. You're sitting, it's quiet, there's nobody in your house. It's beautiful, you're peaceful. And then the power goes out. And all of a sudden you realize, wow, it's really quiet now. And then the power goes on, and then you hear for the first time that low-level hum of all the different devices in your house that's been in the background the entire time. That is a weapon being used to control your brain, to put you in a state of submissiveness where you will do what I tell you to do. This is a technique that's being used and has been used and is incredibly effective. Why? Because you never see it coming, and you have no knowledge that it's there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Beep, put your seatbelt on. Beep, put your seatbelt on. Beep, I'm putting my seatbelt on to stop the beep. The beep is pain. It's causing you to feel pain. It's irritation. It's annoyance. It's something you want to stop. And this is how we program you. It's a beautiful thing. I can program you. I can control you. I can make you do anything I want. That's what the elites know. If you become aware of this, now you start taking your power and control back. But if you are asleep and you're not aware of it, it's so easy to manipulate you and control you and get you to do whatever I want, anytime I want.
You heard the man. Slam those notifications on. Make sure that it's always going beeping off every time I have a new video on. Make sure it blasts at you. No, but don't do that. I'll put out a new video. You'll find it, you know. That stuff's annoying. But he's right, though. With all this beeping and stuff, like, there is probably got to be some Pavlov training with that stuff, absolutely, in different ways. I don't think it's always like that. I think beeps are a nice, like, secondary thing. Sometimes the beep, oh, you know, you checked it out at the grocery store. Beep, you know, okay, it's scanned. Good. Unless you don't hear the beep, you're like, well, did anything happen? It didn't flash. Nothing happened. You got to read the little, you know, that's helpful. If the door is open in my car and it's beeping, call me crazy. I like that annoying beep to let me know that I'm supposed to close the door. But I totally get this guy's point, and we're all trained like little dogs. And I'm sure there's some low hum that's been going on, or that all that stuff slowly just, you forget. It just raises that noise floor quite literally, and that, like, your just like tolerance noise floor towards product, you know, being mindful, I guess, or something like that. That's got to be a thing. That's totally got to be a thing that affects us and is happening.
So, new conspiracy unlocked. don't have a lot of foil. What if, you know how they're diluting the gas and adding ethanol to it to make it cheaper, and it's going to be fucking up a whole bunch of people's cars? You also know how all of the new cars in 2027 is going to have that stupid mass surveillance technology where, like, if they feel like you're too panicked or intoxicated, your car's not going to work and it's going to have kill switches in it. What if they're killing all of our old cars on purpose to force us into buying the mass surveillance cars? Makes sense to me.
I don't think anybody would ever do that. They know it would be just a waste of cars, and they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't make us waste our cars or do something unnecessary like that to just to rush into some sort of security thing or mass surveillance thing. No. Maybe that's why she's wearing a tinfoil hat, because she's so cuckoo. I don't think anybody would do that. Ta!
About astral projection, I've even heard, like, in the government, there's astral projection police.
There are places There's too many police. Get out of my dreams. Get out of my projections. I can't even go somewhere else, for crying out loud, without the other police or something. No, don't. Go back. Me. Deep day.
Cannot go. They will not allow you. Either they'll scare you away or they'll trap you there. They say on the dark side of the moon, there are alien bases. I heard a story where there was a guy, they tasked him to astral project to the moon. It was a government project, and he went to a place that's a no-no, right? So they trapped this dude on the moon and they didn't let him out. His body is still here in a coma. They had to tell his family he was dead, but they still have him in this coma.
Interesting, right? What do you think about that one?
Like Tartaria.
You don't know what Tartaria is?
I don't know what Tartaria is.
Okay.
That's my favorite rabbit
break that
hole,
down.
honestly. Well, I think like before our country was found, 1776, I think Tartaria was a thing prior to that. And they wiped out all of the information like we have on it. And Tartaria was like an era of time where they were using free-flowing energy. They had technology like we had now. Things were flying through the sky just using the ether, atmospheric energy. And the Tartarian people, they were giants. A lot of them were washed away in the flood, they say, which I think was also like it flooded the entire civilization, and I don't think it was natural. They had these buildings to where like geometrically it was all like based off of geometry, and so everything was harnessed from the atmosphere, and people were 7 and 8 feet tall, and these buildings have doors that are 12 feet tall,
which they still have today. It's
crazy.
Right, and they're still there. And the little points at the top of those buildings, those were to harvest energy from the ether, and they used like copper and everything was bliss. And then they wiped them out.
So if you look at modern day DC, look at the buildings. So the buildings to this day, they still don't know how they built them. The carvings of it looks like laser, like somebody used a laser where they carved it. If you look at Capitol Hill, if you look at all the DC buildings, there's no way they built this hundreds of years ago without any kind of superior technology. There's no way.
They say the same thing about pyramids.
So the 12-foot doors that she's talking about, why do they have those in DC right now?
The 12-foot doors?
Some doors are like 30 feet tall. Massive doors. I'm like, why do you have this? For what?
For who?
Like huge, like oak, crazy thick doors that are massive. Why do you have that?
They used to wear really tall hats. Come on, guys, get it together.
How'd you build it? Look at the World Fair in Chicago. Look at all the World's Fair. How did they build all those buildings? There was what, paper mache buildings? There's no way. Like if you pull up the World's Fair in Chicago, San Francisco, that's Tartaria. Like if you look at these structures and they just built it just for the World Fair, there's no way.
I can't believe these guys, they should take a basic history class, understand the fact that we came over here on ships and then we took covered wagons across the United States and then we shot at each other a bunch in the Midwest, in the Wild West, we shot at each other and then we just wanted gold real bad. So then we went a little bit further and then we just built all these Capitol buildings and stuff because we needed Capitol buildings. We needed them for government. So we built them. This stuff is so simple and easy to debunk that I don't even know why I even entertain these ideas on this entertainment channel. Oh, that's the last
Like
one?
Tartaria.
You don't know what Tartaria is? I don't know what Tartaria is.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought I
That's
had
my
more
favorite
than
one.
that. Oh my gosh, now I'm really screwing it up. It's a short one today. That's all the videos I got for you today. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, hit that like and subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow for more. Have a good one, guys.